varmint coming in on my blind side. You just stay right there, honey. I'm gonna give you some rock salt and some bacon rind to go with your corn.
What'd you shoot, Granny?
Shot my hat.
What for?
There was a crow sitting on it, that's what.
Where? Granny, you're getting too old to do your own scarecrowing. Your joints will lock on you. Why don't you let me make you one?
'Cause there ain't no scarecrow that can shoot straight.
You didn't do too good yourself.
Oh, I got the crow. I blowed that rascal to kingdom come. There ain't enough left of him to feather a arrow.
Granny, would you please stop shooting at Elmer? It's making him awful nervous.
Get that varmint out of here.
Speak to her, Paul. Well, she's making a nervous wreck out of him.
I'll make a pie out of him. The idea of dragging in dead birds.
Didn't look very dead to me.
That rock salt preserves them.
Hey! Somebody shot through the window of my bedroom. Looky here.
Worst case of dandruff I ever seen.
That's rock salt. And this here's a piece of bacon rind.
That ain't gonna cure it. We'll have to dip his head in hot creosote.
Now listen, Granny.
Calm down, boy. Granny, suppose you go out and look after your corn crop.
What's the use? Nobody can grow nothing around here. What with the crybabies, the crows, and the bats.
We ain't got no bats.
What about the old bat next door? Calls the police every time you try to do something to improve the place. Like raise hogs or chickens or run a few goats.
Granny, you can't fault Miss Drysdale for that. You gotta remember you're living in the city.
You call this living? I'm buried in the city, and I'm getting tired of it.
All right, Granny.
Why can't we live in the country where folks can breathe, raise things, and shoot off a gun?
All right.
Oh!
Listen, young'uns, I got a first-rate idea. You know, Granny's birthday's coming up soon.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going to make a scarecrow for her corn patch.
And I'm going to make her a great big old cedar chest. You know how she's always talked about needing one.
It was dandy present. You know what I'm going to give her?
What, Paul?
A piece of ground. A nice plot out in the country where she can plant things.
Hot dog.
I'll call Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, excuse me, Uncle Jet. You don't have to call Mr. Drysdale about buying a plot of ground. I seen some for sale yesterday.
You did?
Well, yes, sir. Out in the country, too. Great big sign alongside the road. Said, buy your loved one a plot in Happy Valley.
Happy Valley.
Granny'd like that.
I like a pleasant spot.
Here he is. Happy Valley.
I'll call him for you, Paul.
Here's the number, Ellie.
Now remember, not a word to Granny. You want this to be a surprise.
Happy Valley, Mr. Mortimer speaking.
Howdy, Mr. Mortimer. This here is Jed Clampett. I'm wanting to buy a nice plot of ground for Granny.
I see. Jed Clampett, and you want something nice for your grandmother.
Well, no, strictly speaking, she's my mother-in-law.
Oh, something inexpensive then.
No, money is no object. I want the best you got, provided, of course, this land of yours is out in the country.
Oh, it is, Mr. Clampett. Happy Valley is in a beautiful pastoral setting.
Oh, good, good. It's pasture land. Well, I reckon that'll be just dandy. You see, Granny don't want to be buried in the city, especially in the backyard.
Well, I should hope not. As a matter of fact, it's against the law.
Oh, yeah, we found that out. Every time we go to digging, our neighbor calls the police.
Mr. Clampett, are you by any chance on welfare?
No, sir. Crestview. 518 Crestview Drive.
No, I'm referring to your ability to meet your obligations. I appreciate your calling Happy Valley, but I will have to ask about credit.
Well, it was Jethro seeing your sign, so I reckon he ought to get the credit.
No, Mr. Clampett, you don't understand. Let me put it this way. Do you have a bank account?
Yes, sir. I keep my money in a Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
Cheers, Posh Granny.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
What's going on? You look guilty as 3 possums in a hen house.
What are you talking about, Granny?
Who was that on the telephone?
Well, nobody, Granny.
to call on the bereaved family, Mr. Mortimer.
Good. Now, here's your fact sheet. The name is J.D. Clampett. The address is Beverly Hills, and the bank account is $65 million.
And the name of the loved one?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, it's J.D. Clampett.
I meant the name of the dear departed.
I don't know. It's his mother-in-law. They call her Granny. I want you to try to sell him a family plot. These people are loaded.
I see there are 4 in the family.
Yes, but I want you to sell them 5 plots, 1 for their banker.
Their banker?
Believe me, when Clampett goes, that guy will kill himself. You know, come to think of it, the banker's married, too. Sell him a 6-pack.
Mr. Mortimer, try to remember you're not peddling beer anymore.
I'm not peddling plots, either. The guy that sold me this property said I'd make a killing here. I may have to get any business.
All right. You had fair warning. This time, you're going in a pot.
You don't leave off shooting, you're going to have the police down on it.
I aim to take one more shot. My rheumatism medicine.
I believe I'd take it easy on that jug, too.
This is strictly for medical purposes. I can feel the rheumatism burning its way up my legs. I gotta build me a fire break across my stomach.
More?
That was for my left leg. Better living through chemistry.
I think you ain't got rheumatism in your arms.
Come to think of it.
No, give me that. That's enough.
There's a man to see you, Pa.
Oh, it's about your mother-in-law, Granny.
You ain't from the police, are you?
No, I'm from...
Good. I was hoping they hadn't heard about the shooting.
There's been a shooting?
Miss Granny. What can I do for you?
I'm from Happy Valley.
Oh, yeah, I want to get a plot of ground for Granny. Oh, Ellie Mae, keep a watch out the back door, see we ain't surprised.
Yes, sir, Pa.
We have some very nice plots. How would you like a hillside location?
No, I had enough of that back home. Hillside ain't no place for planting. First good rain comes along, a body could get washed out. Ellie, you recollect what happened with the greens?
Sure do, Pa. We put 'em in on a hill back of the cabin. Along came a cloudburst. The next morning, there was greens all over that back porch.
You couldn't go out the back door without stepping on them. We just let the hogs and chickens have them. You warm?
No. As a matter of fact, I think I'm having a chill.
Well, have a slug of this.
No, thank you.
Good for what ails you. Sure took care of Granny.
What do you mean?
2 drinks of that, and she didn't feel a thing.
That's very, very merciful. Where is the loved one now?
Who?
Yeah, Granny.
Oh, she's out back in the corn patch.
In the corn patch.
Makes a dandy scarecrow.
See her yonder? She's propped up against that clothesline post.
You don't intend to leave her out there like that, do you?
Oh, she's all right. Just twixt you and me, she's pretty well pickled. Pickled? She was commencing to stiffen up.
Well, I think I better get back to the office.
Oh, wait a minute. What about Granny's plot?
Well, that'll be up to Mr. Mortimer.
Well, now, I want it nice and level and plenty big so we can put in some greens.
Greens out here?
Sure, we aim to put in a whole bunch of them.
Well, I'll tell Mr. Mortimer.
Yeah, and tell him not to say nothing. We want it to be a surprise.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And don't you say nothing either.
No. Word of honor.
What are you babbling about? Are you trying to tell me that Clampett shot his mother-in-law?
Shot her, pickled her, and put her out in the corn patch for a scarecrow.
What, are you putting me on?
Mr. Clampett and his daughter are cold-blooded killers.
Daughter's in on it, too?
They make Bonnie and Clyde look like the Bobbsey twins.
Well, what did you sell them?
I'm telling you, they are murderers. Back in the hills, they wiped out an entire family, the Greens.
You mean like a feud?
Yes. And now they're planning to surprise the Greens out here.
Hey, wait a minute. This may be just the break I've been waiting for. You can bury an awful lot of greens with $65 million.
I quit.
No, no, you don't. You're into me for 5 weeks' salary, and you haven't even sold your first plot yet.
Sue me.
I'll do better than that. I'll call Clampett, and I'll tell him your name is really Green.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Happy Valley, Mortimer speaking. Well, hello, Mr. Clampett. What a pleasant surprise. My salesman and I were just talking about you. Yes, he'll be right over with the contracts for you to sign.
Going back there?
Say, I never did catch that salesman's name.
His name? I'll spell it for you. G-R...
I'm going.
I mean B-R-U-B-A-K-E-R. Brubaker.
Did he tell you I wanted plenty of room to put in some greens?
Mr. Clampett, you can have one entire section of Happy Valley just for the green. We'll call it Green Acres. Huh?
Cedar, Jess. How do you like it?
Well, first off, it ain't cedar. It's pine.
Well, I know, but we ain't got no cedar trees.
You cut down one of our trees to make that?
No, sir. Cut down one of Miss Drysdale.
Why?
So Granny won't know about it.
Well, Miss Drysdale will know about it. She's gonna yell bloody murder.
She ain't home.
But when she comes home and sees what you done, she'll likely call the police.
No, she won't. I gnawed the stump so it looked like a beaver done it.
Boy, get over there and dig a hole. We try to put in a new tree before she gets back.
Look here, Pa. I baked Granny a birthday cake.
Well, now, would you look at that?
Hey, that's hard as a rock.
Why, go dig a hole.
Yes, sir. You want me to bury it pan and all?
Science?
For the tree, boy, for the tree. Well, Ellie, that's a dandy-looking cake.
Thank you.
Got a lot of body to it, eh? What kind is it?
Oh, this here's the marble cake.
Well, now, I reckon you're going to write Happy Birthday, Granny, on there with icing, huh?
Yes, sir, Pa. Are we gonna have a surprise party?
That'd be nice if we could hide all this stuff from Granny for 2 more days.
Oh, I could hide my scarecrow and my cake in Jethro's cedar chest.
Yeah?
Well, I'll take this in and put some icing on it.
Oh, honey, that might be a little risky right now. Granny keeps coming back in the kitchen for rheumatiz booster shots.
Get out of my kitchen, you hairy little goober. Many times have I told you that apes are not people, they're varmints. Oh, I can't make it. My joints are all froze stiff with the rheumatiz. And relief is just to swallow away. Bessie, honey, help your poor old granny. I was only funning you when I called you a varmint. You was one of the family. Pull the cork and give your poor old granny some medicine. That's it, sweetheart. Now, pour some in the glass. Oh, you're such a darling. Now, raise the glass to Granny's lips so she can thaw out.
Granny!
You have hit a new low, drinking with an ape.
I ain't drinking of my own free will, Jed. This little varmint is forcing it on me. Shame on you, you little wino. Turned off kind of warm, didn't it?
Granny, listen to me. You go upstairs and take a nap.
Well, I can't. I gotta watch my corn.
You gotta watch your health.
I'll drink to that.
No, you don't. Now, you go up and lay down and rest.
It's too hot in the house.
Well, then go in the root cellar and lay down.
Good idea. I'll take this with me to keep it away from that alcoholic ape.
Oh, I'll take it with me. Now, you go have yourself a good long sleep.
How about a nightcap?
Good idea. Pull it down over your ears.
Can I put my scarecrow in a chest now, Pa?
Sure, Ellie. I got the lid fixed. All I have to do is now saw off a couple of these boards square.
Oh, where's my cake?
Jethro's doing the printing for you. He's the best in the family, you know.
But I ain't made the icing yet.
Oh. Well, here he comes. We'll tell him not to bother.
Hey, take a look at this letter. If you like it, I'll put happy birthday right above Granny.
You cut into my cake.
How'd you do that, boy?
With a hammer and chisel.
Give me that. You done broke my marble cake.
Marble is right. I done broke 2 chisels on it.
We got a lot to do before Granny wakes up. Jethro, you let her them garden markers. Ellie Mae, you commence calling folks and invite them to the birthday celebration.
Hey, Paul. Look who's coming.
That's him, the one with the saw.
What is that he's making?
A casket. What else?
Why, it's horrible.
I warned you.
Yeah, I figured on selling him one of those $10,000 bronze jobs.
Let's drive on.
Oh, no.
That man is a drunken, mad dog. He kills in cold blood.
But he pays in cold cash. You coming, Mr. Green?
I'm coming.
Mr. Clampett, I'm Mortimer of Happy Valley.
Glad to meet you, Mr. Mortimer. That's my daughter, Ellie Mae.
Howdy.
How do you do?
I'll commence calling folks, Paul.
That young fellow over there with the markers is my nephew, Jethro.
Howdy.
How do you do? Did you say those were markers?
Yeah, we're going to use them out at Happy Valley to mark off the different plots.
Are they for the greens?
Greens or whatever else we choose to put in. Carbs, melons.
Not the Harvey melon.
I don't believe I'm familiar with them.
Good, but it still looks like we're going to do a lot of business. Brubaker, may I have those contracts, please?
How do you do, Mr. Clampett?
Howdy.
Have you heard anything from the police?
Well, no. For a while there, I was afraid Miss Drysdale next door was going to call him, but we think we figured a way to keep her quiet. Jethro! You got that whole dog for Miss Drysdale?
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed.
Fine and dandy. We'll plan her quick as we take care of Granny.
Is Granny still in the corn patch?
Oh, no. She's stretched out in the root cellar. It's cooler there.
Mr. Clampett, I'd like to suggest that Mr. Brubaker and I take Granny back to Happy Valley with us.
No. We'll fetch her out day after tomorrow. That's her birthday.
Well, that's a very sweet sentiment, Mr. Clampett, but I wouldn't wait 2 days.
Well, if we don't, it's going to spoil the celebration.
Celebration?
Yeah, Jethro made her that pine box.
Could I perhaps suggest something in bronze?
Oh, no, the boy worked hard on that. It's kind of rough, but it ain't the gift, it's the thought.
And, your daughter Ellie made that marble thing?
Yeah, that's part of the celebration. We thought we'd put them and Granny on the truck, go out to Happy Valley and have a picnic. Yeah, you know, music, dancing, victuals, a kind of box social. You having another chill?
Definitely.
Well, come on, have a little snort. You too, Mr. Mortimer.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, no, the man has invited us for a drink.
That's the anesthetic he administers before he shoots you. 2 drinks of that and you don't feel a thing.
Here you are, Mr. Brubaker.
No, thank you.
Well, how about you, Mr. Mortimer?
Well, certainly I'll have a shot, a snort. Well, down the hatch.
I wouldn't drink that too fast. You all right, Mr. Mortimer?
That's powerful stuff.
Oh, I got joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down. Look what I found in the root cellar.
Granny?
Did he say Granny?
That's the corpse.
Brought her back to to life.
Let's go back to Happy Valley.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna subdivide that place.
What, no more cemetery?
Are you kidding? When they market this stuff, who's gonna need it?
I'll take that, Granny.
Over my dead body. Oh, who's the pine box for? Somebody pass on? Ah, it's me! He's dead. I ain't never touching another drop again.
What's going on here?
Well, we's blowing the fumes from Granny's live soap over to Miss Drysdale's place.
Get off of that grinding wheel.
Oh, you want to paddle a while?
Faster, Billy, faster. The fumes and the smoke is getting around the kettle. We'll all be smothercated.
Granny.
Even your voice is changing. Jim. Now, don't you try to stop me. Even a sweet-natured, soft-hearted saint like me can be pushed too far.
Granny, you told me you was going to be more tolerant of Miss Drysdale.
And I was. I forgive her for what she's done right off. But this is for them others. The ones that are too chicken-hearted to fight back for themselves.
Who's too chicken-hearted?
Them she chased out of her yard. Our chickens.
I told you to keep them penned up. The only thing she hates in her yard worse than chickens is us.
Well, they was just offering a hep and claw. She was having a lawn party. And folks was chomping on cookies and cakes. And our chickens seen the crumbs they was dropping. So they went through the hedge to help them clean up.
That still ain't an excuse to go building all this to torment her.
What are you doing out here anyway? Are you some kind of a troublemaker?
Beck, I got a letter for you.
A letter from me? Who's it from?
I don't know. It ain't got no return address.
I'll steam it open.
Oh, Granny, it's for you. Just open it.
I ain't used to getting mail addressed to me. The only mail we get is for that other family. Name of occupant. It's from her. It's from her!
Who's her?
Adeline Ashley.
The Adeline Ashley?
The very one. The dream girl of every mountain boy from Pickle River to the state line.
Read the letter.
She's going to stop by and say howdy to us while she's here visiting friends in Cucamonga. Ain't that exciting?
No, I've never been to Cucamonga.
Oh, I meant her stopping here. Feature coming halfway across the world to just visit friends and traveling first class, too, by bus.
Her husband always was one to spend the money on her.
He's got it to spend. He's a big iron and steel tycoon, you know.
Annie, he's a blacksmith.
Yeah. And I can see Adeline yet helping him down at the forge. Always the perfect lady, swinging that big hammer, wearing her little white gloves. Ain't old snooty nose next door gonna be jealous of me?
Granny, you told me you was going to be more tolerant and charitable with Mrs. Drysdale, remember? That includes letting her meet Adeline Ashley.
Oh, I'll introduce her. I ain't one to hold a grudge. All Miss Drysdale has to do is come over here.
Now, you talking?
On her hands and knees, pushing a peanut with her nose.
Margaret, I don't care about the Clampetts smoke and fumes as long as they're happy and not burning $10 bills.
You megalomaniac! You don't care about me!
Time to go, Chief. Oh, I hope I'm not barging into the middle of a tender, romantic moment.
Don't get flip, Miss Hathaway. I can get another secretary.
Not unless you pay her a lot more than you pay me.
All right.
Get a little flip.
Excuse me.
Mr. Clampett, come in, come in.
Hello, Mr. Clampett.
Sit down, sit down.
Oh, no, Miss Dane, you sit there.
That's all right. I had to get up anyway.
Well, my dear Mr. Clampett, what can I do for you? Name anything, as long as it's not illegal. On second thought, name anything, period.
Well, it ain't a favor. I just wanted you to know that Granny is having a weekend visitor that I know Mrs. Drysdale is going to take to like a cold hog to warm mud. Oh, and no offense intended.
Oh, none taken. After all, you're a depositor. Margaret's only my wife.
Yeah, well, her name is Adeline Ashley, and she's a lot like your missus.
Really?
You know, extra high tone, social leader, style setter. I just know they're going to get along.
Ah, I see. Well, this lady's a friend of yours from back in the hills?
Oh, no, her friends wasn't backwoods corn huskers like us. She lives in the city.
Oh, well, maybe there is a chance. Now, wait a minute. You're not talking about Bug Tussle, are you?
No, Bug Tussle's a town. She lives in the city.
Oh, good. What city?
Turkey shoot.
Mr. Clampett, I'm afraid Margaret may be flying to Siberia that weekend.
What weekend is that?
When is Mrs. Ashley arriving?
I think Granny said the 21st.
Ah, that's the one.
Gun it. I know they would have hit it off. Beverly Hills or turkey shoot. Class is class.
Now, according to the letter, Adeline Ashley will be here the 21st.
Well, that gives us a whole month.
Yeah, there won't be time to more than slick up a bit. We'll make new drapes, slip covers for all the furniture. We'll paint the whole house, inside and out. It's her! Adeline Ashley. I have got off to better starts. The Beverly Hills, Miss Ashley, ma'am. Your Majesty.
Up in gizzards. My nose is plumb broke.
No, it's up in the air like always.
Feels like it's the mule ticked. What you put on it?
The front door.
No, I'm sorry. What did you put on that cork?
My very best corn squeezing.
Domestic, ain't it?
What?
I favor the imported corn squeezins. You know, from over the county line.
I'll send Jethro to the hills for some. He can be back in a couple of weeks.
Never mind.
How's Mr. Ashley? Is he sick?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Oh, good.
He died.
Oh, dear. What an awful blow.
I'm back to normal by now. Time went by and pert near healed the wound.
I'm so glad. When did you lose him?
Last Thursday. Tom, rest his soul, would have wanted me to carry on as usual, but it's hard.
Of course it is.
Since he passed on, I ain't had but 2 days. If and you don't count the barn dance and the hayride.
Well, you have to meet my son-in-law, Jed. He's a widower, you know.
Yes, I seem to have heard something about that.
But he won't be for long. He's so handsome and a snappy dresser. I hope you can stay with us for a while.
Well, maybe I can find some time.
Good. You think it over. I'll be back in a minute.
What's the idea, Granny?
The idea is for you to get yourself slicked up before you meet the widow Ashley.
The widow Ashley?
Yeah. Mr. Ashley went to his reward and give you a chance to get yours right here on Earth.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. But take a look in there. That's a real lady.
Lady, she tips a jug a lot like a real man.
Did you see her little finger up in the air? That's what you call manners.
Either that or for hanging her empties on.
Yes, it could have been a very sticky mess, Miss Hathaway. I can't imagine Margaret meeting Adeline Ashley.
Yes, your wife does behave as though anyone who didn't come over on the Mayflower is an undesirable alien.
Look, I'm not even particularly anxious to shake hands with that female Paul Bunyan.
Apparently there'll be no problem if your wife's going to be out of town.
I was mildly magnificent with Mr. Clampett. I used a few clever phrases, some ambiguous statements.
You lied to him.
That's right. It's a simple matter of lie now or pay later.
Drysdale's office. Yes, Mr. Clampett, he's right here.
Oh, hello, Mr. Clampett. I just want to tell you how inconsolable Margaret was when she found out that she wasn't going to meet Adeline Ashley. Oh, she was just broken-hearted. Yeah. Well, perhaps we can get them together some other time. Today? oh, yes, that would be great. Yes, you'll be thrilled. Yes. Goodbye.
If you're looking for dust on that, you won't find a lick.
No, I just want to see where some of these things is from. I see most of them is from France and England.
That's good, isn't it?
Not too. All my stuff come from much further away than that. It's made in Japan.
Well, here comes my tall, rich, handsome, kind, considerate, widower son-in-law, Jim. Jim, I want you to meet the beautiful, elegant, fancy-mannered, well-dressed, and very strong widow, Adeline Ashley.
Hi, Miss Ashley. Hefting them blacksmith hammers sure has give you a powerful grip.
Oh, Dick, I bet you say that to all the girls.
No, he don't. You can believe me.
Well, sit down for a spell, ma'am. I'd like to chew the fat with you a little.
When you put it that way, I can hardly resist.
I'll leave you two youngsters alone so you can get better acquainted with each other. Well, how are you two getting along? I bring you a little light refreshment.
What kind of refreshment?
Well, it looks like pure, clear branch water, don't it? Oop! Spilled a drop.
You take your rheumatism medicine out of here.
But, Jed, it's my private stock.
I told you, I don't want nobody drinking that. It's already been sitting so long that it's only good for blasted stumps.
It's all right, Granny. I find Jed's company is all the refreshment I need.
Oh, fine. Then I'll put on a little mood music. Something to break the ice.
My favorite song.
Yeah, it's Granny's favorite, too. Well, let's get back to our next-door neighbor, Ms. Drysdale.
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, we could talk about you, back home. Oh, doggone. I clean forgot. After all you've been through, I reckon it's too painful to talk about.
Oh, no. When my husband, what's-his-name, passed on.
Tom?
Yeah, Tom. Anyways, everybody says I'm still a prize catch.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Where else are you going to find a woman that's a combination fashion play than blacksmith?
You turn my head with talk like that.
Well,
Now, Jed, we've known one another for more than 20 minutes now. Isn't there some little question you'd like to pop?
Well, yeah. How do you shoe a mule?
You know how to shoe a mule.
Well, yeah, but not like you. They say that you're the fastest hammer in the hills.
All right. Come on, over here. Now, lean against that. Now, I take the mule's hoof, like this here.
Granny, are they holding hands yet? Oh, I wouldn't say that.
What are they doing?
I ain't sure. But if that's their idea of spooning, they need a refresher course.
It's Chief, I hate to keep reminding you, but the Clampetts and Adeline Ashley are expecting a visit from your wife.
Yes, and I was expecting you to think of a way to get her over there.
Chief, I can't. Adeline Ashley is a hillbilly. I'm sure your wife would rather be introduced to Jack the Ripper.
But what if Margaret thought she really was the leader of society?
Chief, even you couldn't tell that big a lie.
I could, but she wouldn't believe it.
Wait. There's one thing your wife would believe is absolute truth without a qualm or a moment's hesitation.
What's that?
Idle gossip.
Ah, too late for that now.
Not if we utilize the fastest, most efficient communications network ever known.
What's that?
Your wife's bridge club, I believe. President is Mrs. Travis. Yes, there she is, under B.
Travis is under B.
For blabbermouth. Hello, Mrs. Travis.
Yes? What is it?
This is the Beverly Hills News calling. We've heard a rumor that the fabulous socialite and style setter Adeline Ashley is in town. And we thought that you, as a leader of Beverly Hills society, might know her whereabouts.
I know the whereabouts of everyone who's anyone, but I certainly wouldn't tell the papers. My dear friend Adeline is entitled to her privacy.
There it is, Chief. We have now about a 10-minute wait.
If this doesn't work, tomorrow you don't either.
Millicent, keep this under your wig, but Adeline Ashley is in town. The famous socialite and style setter.
You call Bobo and Ethel, and I'll call June and Priscilla. And remember, it's a secret. Socialite in the
In almost 10 minutes now, Chief.
This telephone scheme isn't going to work. Say, maybe I could blackmail Margaret into meeting this Adeline Ashley. I still have those snapshots of her in a bathing suit.
Any time now.
Yes? Oh, Margaret. What news?
Adeline Ashley is in town. She's a legendary figure. Zillionaires. She has her own private fleet of yachts and a staff of ex-husbands to man them. Everyone in town is trying to find her and get her as a house guest. You know where she is, Milton?
Well, it's supposed to be a secret, but she's staying at the Clampetts. She must be one of those eccentric jet-setters, Margaret, but she is a very good friend of the Clampetts, and... Margaret?
Jed, don't you want to talk about something besides Granny when you're with a pretty girl like me?
Turned off nice weather today, didn't it?
Oops. I hope it's all right to meet you, Bunyan.
Sure is, honey. Miss Ashley, this here is my daughter, Ella Mae.
Howdy.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. Granny said you was a real fancy talker.
Mercy. That's French for thank you.
Boy. Well, I'm feeding my critters now. Bye and mercy.
Dear little Granny. How sweet you look today.
One of us has been hitting the jug too hard.
Oh, no, I've changed. I'm so sorry for all the things I've done in the past. And it will never, ever happen again. I want us to be close friends.
I've been waiting for this for 6 years. Now I ain't so sure I want it.
Peace, Granny.
All right, Miss Drysdale, we's friends.
Good. Now may I meet Adeline Ashley?
I should have known that's what you was after.
Just wanted to invite her to be my house guest for a couple of weeks.
Close friends. Your friendship is as phony as your eyelashes.
Oh, please ask her.
I'm going to, just to hear her say no. By golly, she is anxious. I believe she would have pushed a peanut over here with her nose.
It ain't only Elias needs help. You could use some advice on dressing yourself.
This is my Sunday best.
Yes, but your outfit would look a heap better if you was wearing spats with them boots.
I'm obliged to you for your help.
As your wife, it wouldn't take me but a minute to have you all looking just as classy as me. Now, how about it, Jed?
That line...
All right. I'm going to stop playing coy.
Guess I'll have to twist your arm a little. Marry me.
I'm sorry, Adeline, but no.
This is the hose I got my first husband with.
Miss Ashley, you're trying my patience.
I declare. First it was grabbing his boot in the parlor, and now this. I'm going to have to give both of you spooning lessons. Our snooty neighbor over yonder, Miss Drysdale, wants you to be her house guest for a couple of weeks. I already know your answer.
I accept.
That's the wrong answer.
I ain't throwing away my youth waiting for you to propose, Jed. I've already wasted half a day.
Adeline, you mean you're going to stay over there with Miss Drysdale?
Well, I've got to get back to some sophisticates like myself. You know, the in crowd.
Hey, wait!
Let her go, Jethro.
But look where she's headed. She won't see the Drysdale's fish pond.
Let her go, Jethro.
See? She got soaked.
Yeah.
My husband gives at the office. But Miss Drysdale, I'm Adeline Ashley. I'm going to be your house guest for the next 2 weeks. Oh, all right. I'll stay longer.
Sounds like Miss Drysdale is happy to see Adeline.
Well, birds of a feather, Granny. She's a peacock, and we're just a bunch of old crows.
Speak for yourself.